Hey guys, right here I have a 2016 Peugeot 308 THP. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key fob. Let's go ahead and start it up first. As you can see, the side mirrors are currently folded out. Upon locking the car, the side mirrors automatically folds in, and upon unlocking, the side mirrors fold out again. The 308 THP in Malaysia does come standard with Peugeot's smart keyless entry and start system. So just have the key fob on yourself. The car is currently unlocked. To lock the car, press the ribbed area on any of the front door handles. And to unlock the car, just wait a moment and tap the area again behind any of the front door handles. With that smart keyless entry, you do have push button ignition. So to start the 308, make sure the key fob is inside the car. Put your foot on the brake and press the start button located on the center console. The 308 T9 gets an electric rack and pinion power steering system. For Malaysian-spec models, the steering wheel is wrapped in leather and it features sport grips at 10 and 2, a flat bottom design, and contrast stitching going around the inner rim. The sole transmission choice for the 308 in Malaysia is a 6-speed automatic with the option to shift manually via the gear lever. Rear parking sensors are standard on both the Active and the THP, but it is only the latter that gets front parking sensors and a reverse camera with guidance signs as well. The vehicle's sport and winter modes are selected by the buttons on either side of the gear position indicator on the center console. The 308 comes with safety features such as 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability program, anti-skid regulation, hill start assist, and mobilizer, deadlocking, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the outer 2 rear seats. The THP variant also gets the driver assistance pack, which consists of adaptive cruise control, emergency collision alert, and emergency automatic braking. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet release lever is located to the left of the front passenger's footwell. 18-inch sapphire alloy rims are standard on the THP. The rims on this 308 are wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 3 225/40 ZR18 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and solid discs at the back. The suspension receives McPherson struts and a torsion beam setup front and rear respectively. The 308 is a C-segment vehicle from Peugeot that first debuted at the 2007 Frankfurt Motor Show as a replacement for the 307. The first generation 308, also known as the T7 generation, was based on the 307's chassis, but the body, the design, and the interior was all new and very few parts were carried over. As part of Peugeot's new naming scheme, models ending with a 1 are intended to be sold in emerging markets, while models ending with an 8 are so-called global models. Hence, when the 308 T7 was due for replacement in 2013, the new model was also called 308. The second generation 308 is now known as the T9 generation. The 308 T9 is available with 3 body styles, a 4-door saloon, a 5-door hatchback, and a 5-door SW Estate. Not too long after its launch, the 308 T9 won the 2014 European Car of the Year award. A facelift for the 308 T9 was unveiled in 2017. Powering this 308 is a 1.6 litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, inline-4 turbo petrol engine. This engine has direct injection and variable valve timing, and it produces 150 horsepower at 5000 rpm and 240 Nm of torque from 1450 rpm. 0 to 100 km per hour takes 9.4 seconds, onto a 211 km per hour top speed. The fuel tank takes 53 litres of petrol, and the combined fuel consumption for the 308 THP automatic is 6.5 litres per 100 km. 150 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometre, and the 308 is a front-wheel drive vehicle. April 2015 saw the launch of the 308 T9 in Malaysia. Only one variant was available back then, the 308 THP. 9 months later, in January 2016, a new and cheaper variant called the 308 THP Active joined the lineup. Exterior features of the 308 THP include automatic auto-leveling full LED projector headlights, automatic wipers, LED daytime running lights, LED rear lights, front and rear fog lights, front and rear parking sensors, indicators on the body-coloured side mirrors, and body-coloured door handles with chrome highlights. The modifications that I did to the exterior of my car are Philips LED bulbs for the front fog lights and rear number plate lights, LED reverse sights, a layer of dark tint on the front indicators, front fog lights, side indicators and rear lights, door visors, and a set of exposed dual exhaust tips.
Speakers right there and right down there. You do have some storage down below as well. And right here you do have your mirror controls, window controls. All of the windows in this car are fully automatic in both directions, and you do have your window lock right here as well. Electronic stability program button, and you do have some storage down there. The driver's seat in this 308 THP does get full manual adjustments. This knob controls your seat back, this lever controls your seat height, while this bar down here controls your seat position. You do have your massage seat and lumbar controls right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how she revs. You do have a set of controls down here which includes your CD player, eject button for the CD player, your volume and power knob, and below it you do have your electronic central locking, front and rear defrost, hazard light button as shown earlier, and your recirculation button. Down here you do have a bit of storage, a power outlet, as well as your auxiliary and USB ports. Right here you do have the 308 electronic parking brake. It is currently engaged. To disengage it, put your foot on the brake and push the lever down. To engage it, simply pull the lever back up.
The 308 comes with a 9.7-inch high-definition color touch display with various media connectivity options and 6 speakers for the sound system.
The 308 THP does come standard with a dual-zone automatic climate control system. All of the controls are located within the central infotainment display. You do have a few buttons down below which I showed you earlier, which includes your defrost buttons and your recirculation button. Now, back to the controls on the display itself. To access your climate control menu, which is this one right here, press the top left button. In the middle, we do have your fan speed, automatic mode, air conditioning, driver's side temperature, different modes, passenger side temperature. Hit this button to bring up your different fan modes and your mono mode. Mono means if you have it turned on, the driver's side will control the temperature for both sides, but if you turn it off, each side will have individual temperature controls. Next up, we do have your vehicle menu with your parking sensors, activating or deactivating your active cruise control system, and to the right you do have your multi-information display. You do have trip 1 and trip 2. Under the 2 trip meters, you do have your average fuel consumption, distance travelled, and average speed, with the same set of data just depending on when you last reset it for the 2 trip meters. And to the left, you do have your current figures with your range and instant fuel consumption. Press this button right here, and we can bring up your vehicle settings. And your speed settings for your cruise control and speed limiter system. And next up, we do have your media menu. I must say the 308 does have quite a decent stock sound system. We are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your artist, album, title. You can go back a song, go forward a song. If you do have an album art present, it will show up right there. Hit this button right here to bring up your different media options. You do have FM, AM, CD, auxiliary, USB, Bluetooth audio streaming, and iPod connectivity. Hit this button and we can bring up your media settings with your radio list, photos, media list, audio settings, and settings. Under audio settings, we do have your preset equalizers, bass treble, loudness, balance and fader, your various sound effects, and ringtones. To the right, hit this button to bring up your Bluetooth telephone menu where you can dial a number, look at your phone book, look at your call lists. Right here we do have your telephone connections with your Bluetooth connections, telephone options, and search for devices. Next up, we do have your internet menu if available, and right above we do have your settings menu. With your audio settings, we can turn off the display, color schemes, interactive help, system settings, time and date, languages. You can also bring up a calendar and calculator, and your screen settings. And as shown earlier, this car does have power folding side mirrors. To fold the side mirrors in from the inside, make sure this switch is in the middle and pull back on it. On the steering wheel, the left spoke houses your volume wheel. If you click the wheel down, you mute the system, and you do have your different media selection button right here. On the right spoke, you do have your seat track wheel, and this button performs several functions. If you are in your FM AM menus, pressing this button will actually bring up your list of radio stations in the area. This button also acts as your on-hook off-hook button when a call comes in, and if you press the button for a longer period of time, it will bring up your Bluetooth telephone menu on the infotainment display. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls, and if you press the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can go through your multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now, you do have your digital speedometer, current figures, trip 1, trip 2, and back to your digital speedometer. On the top left stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. And on the bottom left stalk, you do have your adaptive cruise control, and speed limiter controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Adjustable front center armrest with storage, and right here you do have a cup holder. You can also remove the cup holder if you want to use this as a storage area instead. Auto dimming rear view mirror, and you do have your interior lights right above. The lights are LED powered. Right here is the control for the sunshade for the panoramic glass roof. Sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror and a couple of lights. And the driver does get a grip handle. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. Window control, speaker, and storage. The rear seat backs in this 308 do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the levers on the sides of the outer two headrests. There is one on this side and another one on that side. Just pull it and flip the seat back down. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is not a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for legroom, I get about this much. And I get about this much of headroom with the shade for the glass roof closed. If it's open, I do get slightly more headroom. It is not the most spacious back here compared to its competitors, but the seats are still nice and comfortable. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs. There are also cutouts on the front seat backs that help with a bit of extra legroom. Right down here, you do have some storage. There is a rear center armrest with cup holders and a pass-through to the back. Your rear interior lights right up here. And right above for both sides of the back, you do have grip handles with hooks. open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath the Peugeot badge.
With the rear seat backs upright, boot space in the 308 is 470 litres. Fold the rear seat backs down, remove the cargo cover, and the boot space increases to 1,309 litres. To the right of the boot is a light, and under the boot floor is some storage and the vehicle's spare tyre, toolkit and jack. Adjustable headrests front and rear. Power outlet. Speakers, window control and storage. The front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side, including your height adjustment. For this side, you do get your power lumbar and massage seat functions as well. As with most other right-hand drive Peugeot and Citroens, the glove box is quite small due to the location of the fuse box right here. You only have this area and this area to store items in. Grip handle for the front passenger, and the front passenger's sun visor does get a vanity mirror with a couple of lights as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2016 Peugeot 308 THP. Thanks for watching and goodbye.